What is going on, everybody? It's Juan Solo here with ASQD Gaming, and welcome back to the channel. Thank you all so much for tuning in today for another Ghost Recon Wildlands video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the Title Update 6 patch notes, and there's a decent amount of them, I'm not going to lie, but the biggest focus on Title Update 6 was optimizing the helicopter controls and revamping a lot of the helicopter control systems and stuff like that. So without further ado, we're just going to jump right into it. So these are just, I'm going to go through all the patch notes that I can, and if you guys want to check these out for yourself, the link will be down in the description. So they added a new default helicopter control that can be deactivated in order to revert back to the previous option. So if you like the old way, you can go back to that way, but they automatically turned it on as a default with the new helicopter controls. But like I said, you can go back and deactivate them. So now the triggers on your controller control the vertical speed. So once your helicopter rotors spin up when you're on the ground, left trigger will descending speed, right trigger will increase your vertical speed. So basically it manages how far up and how far down you go. The left stick controls the horizontal speed, you know, up, down, it's forward and backward, and then left, right is basically left, right. And then the left, right on the right stick controls the rotation speed of the chopper, so you can kind of spin 360 degrees around in circles. Up, down on the right stick controls the rotation speed of the camera. It does not impact the pitch, the helicopter's pitch. It kind of gives a free feeling to the control of the camera, and the helicopter follows the camera. So, and then this is the other kind of cool thing that they said here is every helicopter now has a different behavior. Small helicopters are very fast, very mobile, and have a high pitch. Gunships are fast, mobile, and have a very military feel, I guess you could say, to them. And then the Blackhawks are slower and more steady when handling. So it's a slower, but it's more of a transport helicopter. It's not really meant to be like a gunship. The helicopter takeoff physics are now more realistic. Once the helicopter reaches the correct RPM, it will take off automatically. The helicopters no longer slide while taking off. This is a huge thing. I noticed when I called in a helicopter, and it spawned on a slope. The helicopter no longer slid down the slope. This was something that I had been asking for a long time, because there was many occurrences where I had a helicopter slide off into the river, and then I had to wait another minute so I could spawn one in. Next, it says the helicopter engine torque reacts to the player's actions. It says the player will be able to hear and see the engine rotors accelerating or slowing down. Improved destruction of helicopters on impact. I know that I got my Apache got shot down by the Unidad from a rocket launcher, and it basically took the whole rear end of the chopper off. It tore the whole rear rotor off, and a bunch of parts blew off of it. So there was a little more detail with that. The disclaimer here, they said, though, is the new helicopter control scheme is not yet optimized for the Steam controller. So if you guys play on PC and you guys use the Steam controller, it may cause the movement of the helicopter from left to right to be very, very slow with the trackpad. Next, we have the HUD controls here, and it says while using a Gatling chopper, the HUD now displays a crosshair while aiming. Same thing with the rocket chopper, and it also allows you to lock on to targets. So you'll be able to lock on to enemy targets like enemy helicopters, enemy vehicles on the ground that are part of a convoy, which is going to be very, very useful. And then while using a small chopper with rockets, instead of locking on, the players will be able to shoot rocket salvos. And then added a heads-up display that shows the current helicopter speed and altitude. So they went really in-depth with the helicopters and stuff. Missions and narration changes in La Gringa fixed a bug where the objective marker could disappear, and then also there's a couple other missions where they fixed bugs preventing missions completed if the agents get alerted. They changed a couple things with the user interface, fixed a bug where the down symbol would always appear. I actually never had that happen. Audio, they changed some of the helicopter audio so that you can kind of hear the engine speeding up and slowing down while accelerating and decelerating. And then they fixed some zones where players could not climb in the open world, just a few of those. A couple bug fixes with Fallen Ghost, where the TAC map and the Lost Extra Narrows tab would be stretched on an ultra-wide aspect ratio display. And then also a bug where some rebel skills wouldn't be displayed on the heads-up display. And then there was a couple PC updates here talking about the Tier 1 activation button not being clickable when using a mouse. But that is pretty much all for the update, the Title 6 update. So it was almost 9 gigs. I don't know if they're putting some things in there behind the scenes. Obviously, we'll find out here soon from Jay Ravens if they're actually putting stuff in behind the scenes for PvP, because pretty much it was all helicopter controls. But that's pretty much all for the video, guys. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to drop a like on the video and subscribe and turn on post notifications if you are new. And like I said, the patch notes will be down in the description if you guys want to check them out for yourselves. Thank you guys so much for watching the video, and I will catch you guys later. Peace out.